Hey everybody, it's Ed. Alright, if you saw my last video, I did Essential Elvis. Today's video, we are going to do Stereo 57, Elvis Presley, Essential Elvis Volume 2. This was released by RCA / BMG back in the day in 1988. This is the follow-up, of course, to the first one, where they primarily focused on the first three movie songs, but alternate takes. And this now is stereo, but it's not really stereo. Let me read the back of the cover and explain a little bit further as to what this actually is. It says, right back here, bang. Technical note about binaural. A couple of years before the advent of the stereo disc in mid-1958, major record companies had been experimenting with a stereophonic recording of classical music, often referred to then as binaural. In the popular music sphere, however, state-of-the-art studios were using the new Ampex 2-track tape recorders for making binaural tapes for other purposes. The engineers would place, say, the vocalist or soloist on one track and the backing band on the other, and this enabled further engineering to mixing to produce the final mono master after the performers had left. In the earliest days, as in the case of these Elvis sessions, the binaural machine was run only as a safety copy. Although these 2-track tapes were never intended for stereophonic release 30-odd years later, I have very carefully prepared them for stereo enjoyment, utilizing techniques that I hope are compatible with the aims of the original recording team and artist. The quality and clarity of these originals certainly belie their age and permit an exciting stereo image by any standard. A tribute indeed to the radio recorder's engineers, and that is written by Bob Jones. So, it gives you an idea of what you're going to hear on this, and when you throw this on the turntable or the CD player, it is a treat to the ears. Especially if you have a decent stereo system. It is... I love these. I think the sound of these songs on this album are just, I can't even put it into words how amazing this record sounds. When you sit there and Elvis is coming out of the left speaker, the band is coming out of the right, and it's wow. It really is something else. I don't know what else I can really say about it, but let's go over what the songs are, and I'll show you a little bit more of the album and the Gatefold as well. All right, but the song selections that we do have, I will show you. I think it might be easier for you to just pause it for a second. All right, but I will read it to you anyway. I beg of you, take one. Is it so strange, take one. Have I told you lately that I love you, take two. It's no secret what God can do, takes 1, 2, and 3. Blueberry Hill, take 2. Mean Woman Blues, take 14. There'll Be Peace in the Valley, takes 2 and 3. And Have I Told You Lately That I Love You, take 6. Side 2, Blueberry Hill, take 7. That's When Your Heartaches Begin, takes 4, 5, and 6. Is It So Strange, takes 7 and 11. I Beg of You, takes 6 and 8. There'll Be Peace in the Valley, takes 7. Have I Told You Lately That I Love You, takes 12 and 13. And then lastly, we have I Beg of You, take 12. Again, as I said with the first release, that I really enjoyed that as well. However, that is all mono. Again, this is a binaural stereo mix, and it is really freaking cool. So here is your Gatefold, which is really nice, good to look at. Nice pictures in here. Oops, sorry about that. You know, I would try and go close for you to, and pause it for you to read what's in here. But I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think it would really be worth it. And also, I'm not reading this to you, because then we'll be here for like 20 minutes, and I'll probably stammer. It's amazing I got through the back cover as well as I think I did. All right, but I'm not really sure what this is. Let's look at this together, but what I'm showing you right now. Studio sessions for RCA, January 12th, 13th, 19th, 1957, radio recorders in Hollywood. All right, so they give you the matrix number, the song, and the recording dates. So that's what that is. Tells you that guitarist Scotty Moore, Elvis's guitar, Elvis Presley's guitar, bass, Bill Black, DJ Fontana drums, piano, Dudley Brooks, vocals, the Jordanaires. There you go. I think you hear my dog over here, and here's your back cover. All right, I'm getting a little distracted by the dog, so let's pull it out. Let's see what we got. Now, the first one just came on a plain white sleeve. However, this one was released on this sleeve, and funny enough, it has a 1987 BMG copyright on the bottom. Now, this album came out in '88, and I believe Volume 1 came out in '88 also, so I'm surprised they didn't use this sleeve for that. This one has an interesting label. It's more of a UK throwback, I believe. But this is a U.S. pressing. It does say made in the USA. All right, but here's your label for side A, right? Is it side A or is it side 1? I really can't say. It is side A. All right, and here is, let's do it the right side for you. Here is side B. So this is my look at and my thoughts. I don't know if I'd really say it's a review as much as my thoughts on it, but again, as far as the sound goes, this is just really well done. I don't know how else to put it. And again, you can think of this series as like FTD before FTD. Again, these came out in '88, and there is a Volume 3. Curtis, I did see your video. Curtis Simpkins, if you want to check out what Volume 3 looks like, he just did a video showing it because he knew that I didn't have it, and then he made a video so I would be able to check that out. But if you are interested in checking out Volume 3, check out Curtis's channel. He does a good job showing it and talking about it as well. All right. There you have it. So I appreciate you watching. If you want, leave a comment. If you have this, what do you think of the sound? I do not have the CD of this one. I do have Volume 3 on CD, and I believe Volume 5 on CD. But I am missing Volume 3 on vinyl and Volume 4 on CD at this point. I don't know if there are any more after that. I have to look into it, actually. But good stuff. Very enjoyable. Alternate takes. And again, in 1988, this must have been, you know, phenomenal to listen to, because I never had this one. I had the first one. I didn't get this one until not too long ago, but so I only, you know, just started hearing it, and I've heard a lot of this stuff already, but again, this particular release is something special. So I highly recommend, if you can get a hold of it, do yourself a favor, do your ears a favor. You're going to enjoy it. It's my opinion. All right. Appreciate you watching. Leave a comment if you'd like. As always, be good to yourselves and be good to each other. Take care.